Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Judgment. This is going to be turn 6 for the Germans, January of 1939. I'm aware of no housekeeping to address, so let's jump straight into it. We'll start with the tech roll. We'll be rolling for advanced mech and radar at a 7 or higher, LRA at an 8 or higher, and HSB at a 9 or higher. Miss on HSB, hit on LRA. Hit on radar, hit on advanced mech. After that, we're going to be declaring war on France. That will give us a +5 to the USA from 16 to 21, and give us our opportunity to roll for diplomacy. We'll be rolling for Venezuela, Brazil, Chile, and Argentina, all at a 2 or less. We got no hits. The supply for Argentina in particular has to use A44 actually, because none of the others hit. So the French would have had an opportunity to interdict that one in particular if, well, not even an opportunity, they would have definitely just interdicted that one if it had gone through. Our purchases, we have 25 IPP to spend, and we're going to spend it all on 2 self-propelled artillery, 2 airborne, and 3 infantry. For our combats, we're going to start with 1 infantry in Slovakia annexing Bohemia. We're going to have 3 infantry from Eastern Germany attacking West Poland, 1 airborne in Berlin, boarding an air transport and attacking West Poland, and the entire air force in Bavaria, except 1 fighter, flying to West Poland as well. The fighter that stayed back is going to be flying to A12. I don't know when yeah, okay. So I definitely had not yet declared war on Great Britain during the production phase. I need to declare war right now during the combat movement phase to attack Poland. So that's official. The fighter is already moved. We've got a coastal defense ship from A11 to A12 and a seaplane from Western Germany to A12. Oh goodness. It won't erase. I'll deal with it later. Okay. Simultaneously, we'll have everything in the 91st Army, 6 infantry, 1 marine, 1 airborne, 1 light tank, 1 AAA, 1 artillery, attacking Picardy from Belgium. Alright. They'll be joined by 2 medium tanks and 6 mechanized infantry into Picardy. Just gonna leave those here for now. We've got naval attacks in the Mediterranean. 1 sub from M1 and 3 subs from M2 are all moving to M8 and convoy raiding. And I believe that's all for Germany's first impulse. For National Spain, we'll have 1 fighter from Galicia and Leon flying to Rio de Oro, joined by an amphibious assault. Got a cavalry and an infantry from Galicia and Leon boarding a naval transport. The infantry is attacking Rio de Oro, the cavalry is attacking Ifni, and the heavy cruiser is bombarding Rio de Oro. Ifni is captured for free. And that is going to be all of our combat declarations for Spain. With that, we can start rolling some of these combats out. We'll start with the convoy rating. Each sub has a net of +2 over the defending convoy. First submarine, 2 damage. Second submarine, 3 damage. I think the maximum is 6 for this line. Yeah, there it is. And the last submarine, hopefully. That is the last submarine. So all 6 damage is done, and then actually last submarine doesn't get to roll. Okay, so we'll take 6 IPV from GB. Call it good. Okay. Let's do Spain next. We'll have a bombarding roll at 2 or less with a heavy cruiser. That's a miss. For the actual battle, we have 1 infantry rolling at 1 in the desert, a fighter at 6, and a defending militia at 2 rolling all together for round 1. We do get our hit in attack, but not in defense. The territory is captured. That fighter is going to land in Western Andalusia. Alright. Next we'll roll for West Poland is all that's left right now. The naval combat here too. We'll start with West Poland. We have 3 infantry at 2, 1 airborne at 3. We'll roll those now. That's no hits. Then we have 2 fighters at 6, a medium bomber in green, and a tactical bomber in blue. We got 2 hits, no target select. In defense, we have 1 cavalry at 2 and 3 infantry at 4, rolling all together. Just 1 hit, and 2 of their units are dead. We'll lose the airborne. Alright. Continuing with round 2, we'll roll all the attack together. 2, 6, 7, 7. Blue is tactical. Not that it matters anymore. We do get our last hits, and in defense we have 2 at 4. 1 more hit. Okay, so we've got 1 infantry and 1 airborne dead there. And West Poland is captured. The aircraft from that are going to all land in Western Germany. Next we'll do the... All of these aircraft are going to not participate in the next battle for Poland. Okay, next we'll do the naval combat. We'll have 1 die at 4 for the CDS, 1 at 6 for the fighter, and then a defending die at 2 for the TBD. We do get our hit, defender does not. Fighter and seaplane both land in Western Germany. Goodness. that's bothering me so much. Okay, with that, I do believe all of our combats have been rolled. So let's get into our non-combat movement phase. We've got 1 artillery, 1 motor infantry from Belgium driving to Eastern Germany. We've got 6 infantry from Bavaria to Northern Italy. Um, and then naval is last. Naval is all that's left in non-combat. We've got the 2nd Fleet moving into M4 and splitting up. We'll put battleship, cruiser, and naval transport in Port Innsbruck. And the TBDs and destroyers will go in port in Tripoli. Alright, I believe... National Spain has some non-combat movements. We've got an artillery and a cavalry moving from Madrid to Western Andalusia. With that, I think we have all of our non-combat movements complete, at which time we're going to be declaring our intention to use Blitzkrieg and continuing with another combat movement phase. We'll have 6 cavalry from northern Italy to Aquitaine through southern France. We'll have the 91st minus the light tank is all going to be attacking Alsace-Lorraine. Then the 3 tanks and 3 mech infantry are attacking Normandy. The aircraft in Western Germany are all flying to Normandy. The air transport with an airborne is going to be dropping into Normandy, and 1 fighter is going to be into Normandy. The rest are going to be continuing to Aquitaine and participating in the battle over here. Also, we'll have light armor and infantry from Bohemia into Dolnoslawski. Going to buy 2 infantry from West Poland, and the motor infantry and artillery from Eastern Germany. Do believe that has everything covered for declarations. So let's go ahead and start rolling these out top to bottom. Yeah, okay. Dolnoslawski has a first strike artillery at 3. That's a miss. We've got 3 infantry at 2. Oh, actually, these 2 get a river penalty. This one gets a river penalty. They all get a river penalty. Okay. So these are all at 1. We have 1 boosted infantry at 2. So 1, 1, 1, 2. And then we'll have Brown for the light tank also at 2. Okay, so these are all at 1, these are both at 2, and then we have 2 defending infantry at 4. Rolling all together for the rest of round 1. No defensive hits, no offensive hits. So now the greens are at 2, and then the remaining 3 die are at 3. Round 2's attack. 1 hit, defense 2 at 4. No hits. Round 3 altogether. Another hit, and 1 in defense. So we'll lose... Hmm. Let's lose the light tank. Alright, so Dolnoslawski is done. Let's move on to France. We'll start in Normandy. We have 4 die at 2. That's the mechanized infantry and the light armor with river penalties. 1 at 3, and that'll be the airborne. 2 at 5, that'll be medium armors with a river penalty, and then a fighter at 6. We'll roll the entire battle altogether round 1. We do get our hit, and defending does not. Okay, so then we're going to be declaring that the 3 tanks, 2 mechanized infantry, and the fighter are blitzing into Aquitaine. So we've got 1 light tank, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 medium tanks, and a fighter. We're leaving behind the airborne and a mech infantry. Got some color mismatch here. We'll use a different color for the tanks now. Oh, that's what I'm using for the defenders. Let's take red. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be what's in Aquitaine, which is what we're going to continue with. We'll start with the first strike. We have a defending artillery at 3. That's a miss. Next we'll do air superiority. We have 3 attacking fighters at 6 and 1 defending fighter. I didn't announce it, but the French fighter scrambling into Aquitaine. We do kill the French fighter, and then the French fighter rolls back at 6. Misses. Fantastic. Okay. And then we'll continue with the rest of the attack. We have 6 cavalry, 2 mechanized infantry, and 1 light tank, all at 3, no river penalties. Two hits there. There's 1 spare from the fighters too. We have 2 tanks at 5. Oh, these are at 6 now, without the river penalty. 1 more hit. Then we have medium bomber at 7, tactical bomber in blue at 7. We do get a target select, so that'll kill an infantry. And then the medium bomber does also get a hit too. Alright, so then we'll roll for round 1's defense. We have already rolled the fighter, which is dead. 2 militia at 2. They both hit, and they're both dead. We'll lose a cavalry and a mechanized infantry. Artillery's already rolled, then it's going to be dead too. We've got 2 hits left that are unassigned. And we've got 6 die rolling at 4, defending for the rest of round 1. Just 1 hit. We'll lose another cavalry. So we've lost, 1 of them was target selected. 3 of these are dead. Alright, so that's what stands at the end of round 1. Fantastic. I'm going to assume the Foreign Legion and Mountain Infantry. Ah, the air transport from Normandy is going to land, 1, 2, 3, northern Italy. Alright, so we need to continue with round 2 here. We've got 6 at 3 now. Be 4 cavalry, 1 light armor, 1 mechanized infantry. Just 1 hit among them. We've got all of these at 6, 2 medium tanks, 3 fighters. Wow, not a hit. And then we'll have these at 7. We do get our hit, so that does kill the last defender. We have 2 at 4 for defense. 1 more hit, okay. And then the battle's over. We will lose mechanized infantry. The fighters, the aircraft will all land in southern France. And then our last battle will be Alsace-Lorraine, where we have 7 at 2. That'd be 6 infantry, 1 marine, and then the airborne will be boosted by artillery at 3. So we'll start with an artillery first strike at 3. We do get a hit, ending the battle. And with that, France is officially surrounded. Paris is surrounded, so everything in Paris is going to surrender. We're going to move the AAA artillery everything in Aquitaine and everything in Normandy is going to be going to Paris. I'll clean that all up later. I think in Aquitaine, or in Alsace-Lorraine, what we're going to do is hold back 4 infantry and a airborne. And then the rest is going to be going into Paris. Alright, with that, all of our combats should be complete. So let's move. Oh, we need to deal with the Vichy creation first. I do have that pulled up on a separate menu now. On a separate screen. First off, southern France is given to Vichy. All these units are returning to northern Italy, including the aircraft. We've got 1 artillery, 3 infantry, and a fighter in southern France. And then let's roll for all of the ships. Starting with the sub in A6. Four, that's scuttled. Battleship in A27. Six, that's scuttled. Oh, I didn't do anything with him. Oh well, just leave him there. Naval transport in A44. 7, that's scuttled. Naval transport in M2. 10. That is Vici. Nice. Destroyer in M2. 3. That is Free French. Torpedo boat destroyer in M2. 1. That stays Free French. I'll make everything Free French later. Battleship in M4. 1. That stays Free French. Destroyer in M4. 1. That stays Free French. Navy's going hard for Free France on this one. Except for the naval transport, and that's kind of the one that matters. We'll do a submarine in P50. 2. That stays Free French. Should there be a third French sub somewhere? Ah, him. I neglected him. 1. That stays Free French. Okay. I think that's all of the naval units. I killed 2 in M8. So with that, we can start rolling for the territories. We'll start in the Pacific. Alright, rolling for the Pacific territories. That goes to Japan. Alright, let's roll for the East African territories. 11, that goes to Vichy. Alright, rolling for Eastern Sub-Saharan Africa. That stays Free French. Roll for Western Sub-Saharan Africa now. That stays Free French. Morocco. That stays Free French. Also French Guiana and St. Pierre Island are Free French. Rolling for Algeria now. That goes Vichy. Fantastic. Next we'll roll for Tunisia. That goes to Free France. Syria. Fantastic. That goes Vichy. Militia too. I think that's everything rolled out. Yeah. Alright, we need take away France, add these two. Okie dokie. Um, I think with that we've got the Vichy creation completely done, and we're ready to continue with our non-combat movement phase. Naval transports, of course, going in port in southern France. All right. Let's get on to our non-combat movement phase. We've got 2 airborne in western Germany railing to northern Italy. An infantry and a mountain infantry from Bavaria railing to Rome. We'll leave the mountain infantry in northern Italy. One of the airborne will rail to Rome. Okie dokie. And then we'll have a seaplane flying from western Germany to Rome. And that should be all of our non-combat movement phase. So with that, we can get into our placements. Yeah. We'll do 2 motor infantry in eastern Germany, 3 infantry in western Germany. We'll do 2 infantry and an airborne, and then the other infantry and other airborne will go in Berlin. Yeah, okay, that'll do. With that, I think we've got our non-combat movement phase, our placement phase done. We'll have to do a recruit roll for Spain hitting on a 9 or less now. Yeah. That's a hit. We'll do an infantry in Madrid. And collect income. Oh, the French bank also needs to go to Germany. That's 18 IPP to France from France. And then our income has a base of 36. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. We also get +3 for Romania, or Sweden rather. And then because France has surrendered, we're going to align Hungary. And that increases our base income by 2. And Vichy's income is 4, so that's going to go into... We're at 63 now. Alright, with that, everything should be in place, unless I'm mistaken, to pass things back over to Jambaro for the common turn. So we will leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.